right, so this is going to kick us off with our series on organizing your workspace. I overhaul my space every 2 or 3 years. How I use tools, how I think about things, constantly evolving, constantly changing, and I think it should. You shouldn't leave stuff the way it's always been just because that's the way it's always been. The core philosophy that I work with when I'm setting up my space is all the things that I use most often are right in the middle. This is kind of home base, okay? And you can see that we've got some hand tools, screwdrivers, pliers, everything in there, wrenches, hex wrenches. I've added a computer, something I've wanted to do for a while. Wireless keyboard. So much of what I'm finding for plans or for data sheets, spec sheets, all that online. I was tired of squinting at my phone and having that banging around on the bench, so gave some space to a flat monitor mounted right up on the wall. CPU's tucked away, old Windows machine, but it doesn't have to be screaming fast. Just got to get you online. But everything here in the middle are all things that you use real often. See, I've got, adhesives and grease and that sort of thing that I use all the time there. And as you move from the middle are things that you use less often. Up on the wall, fasteners, all that sort of thing. I used to give that kind of prime real estate in the middle. Well, I've decided to try this. All those drawers come out. If I need something, I'll take it out of there and I'll bring it back to the middle and give that space over to what I really need it for. Looking down below, the same theory applies. Cordless drills in the middle. These drawers here, this is all for doing electrical work. So soldering is in there, heat shrink is in there. That one is all meters. Sanders, saws in there. This is all sanding stuff. That's all electrical, so it's all in the same spot. I've got a pull-out shelf because there's a lot of times I'll have something on the bench and I just need space to set either tools or supplies that it doesn't take up working space. When you don't need it, it goes out of the way. Okay, but you start from center. And it really takes an awareness of how you use space. How do you work? What do you do? And think objectively about how you're going to use your space. Okay, same thing up overhead. Clamps, magnets, lights, stuff that you use all the time is in the middle. And then things that you don't, move it out of your space. You can go get it. But if I know if I'm coming down to the bench, things that I'm going to use most often, they're right there in front of me. A couple other changes. We got new old bench tops. These were out in the garage. These were part of some cabinets that were being torn out and thrown out when they redid the high school science labs. Got 2 of those. Pulled out the milling block for doing machining work. That's what some of this stuff is here. Center punches and pin punches, micrometers, knives. These are cool. These are from these guys, Rockler, called bench cookies. It's like a hockey puck, but it's a standoff for your bench, and it's got a non-slip. So if you're sanding pieces, you put those down. That works really nice. I'm still in the process of organizing, moving stuff around yet. New vise a few months ago. But this is going to kick us off, and what I'm planning on doing is kind of diving deep into some of the other things that we're doing here and choices for tools and things that I've got and why I've got them. So hang around, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, of course. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff down there. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.